Are you looking to uncover the hidden mysteries of the world? Well, brew up some tea and have your quill ready, because I, the Archivist, have discovered a truly unique group of individuals. This collection is known by the name Cornelia Co., though what the Co is still eludes me. But they have been all over Aventide, getting into trouble, uncovering secrets, and even pulling on the threads of fate themselves. I should know, because I've been traveling with them.
Their journey began some time before with a mysterious invite from a stranger that took them deep into the Darthwoods, the Forest of the Dead. And that's where they came upon a most unsavory figure by the name of Daye, the spitting image of an old companion.
Interestingly enough, Daye and their friend were merely fragments of a powerful god king, Ellazar the Deathless. One of 10 fragments to be exact. This god king Ellazar shattered himself along with the world thousands of years ago, leaving his fragments scattered throughout the world. And shattered he lay for 1,000 years. But to hide power like Ellazar's forever would be impossible. Now the oracles of Aventide have envisioned his return, and whispers of his ending slumber echo through the halls of fate. Unless they could collect these fragments and bring them together, who knows what destruction a shattered god could bring. Now Cornelia Co. sets off on yet another journey to collect more pieces of Ellazar. They've evaded giant lava monsters and fishmen with the pointiest of sticks. They've even rid Aventide of the notorious Crimson Madness, but not without a few close calls along the way. Now, fate leads them north to my home and the land of the elves, a place where the greatest minds of Aventide live, a place where every elf's heart is, a place called Morrigan. Though I shan't think Cornelia Co. will be greeted with open arms or a smile, but, Cornelia, did you bring that elven wine? You might need it. Welcome to MinusOneCharisma Dungeons and Dragons stream. It's Monday night, which means we're playing our Hex of Ellazar campaign, our 3-year now long reoccurring campaign.
Literally 3 years.
Literally 3 years. Melissa has a message. She said, "I'm too good for you all, so I won't be there tonight."
That sounds right.
That's correct.
Verbatim.
Pretty on brand. It's also not wrong.
Well, you know.
Sounds right. Not
There's
wrong.
being mean and then telling the truth, and sometimes the line is like hard to see.
And Melissa's always mean and tells the truth, so.
Is that the trick to being like a mean person that people can't hate? Is you always have to be mean, but always has to be in a way that's like
Painfully truthful.
but am I wrong? And you're like, no.
I feel like Kate's feeling some feels with that observation.
That's just how I am. I don't mean to be.
Me too. Me too. I'm like, why would I lie to you? I don't care if it's rude. Why would I lie? Why would I not tell the truth? And then Tony's like, excuse me, I'm stressed out again.
Yeah, and Tangent brings up a good point. Let's like a small round of applause for Daye's eyeshadow, because it looks
great.
Isn't
Fantastic.
it so great? It's pretty fire, if you ask me.
I don't get it.
Oh gosh.
You will when you're older.
Is it like a fire festival thing?
Thank you, recommend. Here, baby.
Starting off strong tonight, guys.
Wow. And Bobby, look at that shirt. That's a very like Rezik shirt. I feel like.
It's a great
shirt. I bought this.
Mm-hmm.
I purchased this.
I bought
I didn't do any work.
Okay.
And you know,
Steal it, Bobby. Good job.
and even
glad.
Jason, you got like the palm tree looking thing going on. You've got like a
Tropical
beachwear.
Captain of the Sea.
Yeah, he's got a Kellwise shirt.
Yeah.
I've got my trust eyeshadow.
Yeah, guys, and
I
Kate is
wore
also
this
with
for
us today.
you, Jason, it's a fish.
D&D.
Yeah.
I got it.
And Kate.
It's a bugbear.
Oh, nice.
It's
Oh,
the
that's
bug.
awesome.
It's,
It looks like an owl bear.
An owl bear?
Oh, Albert.
I mean.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
drunk
yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
I know what you bet.
It's an owl bear. I can't see the back. I don't know. It's
The first time I
Owl
heard
bears.
bugbear, I literally thought like a miniature bear with like mosquito wings going bzzz around, and then they were like, no, it's like this bear man, and I was a little disappointed. I'm not gonna lie,
Hard
just
not
a
to be.
little disappointed. I was like, we have gnolls. Do we need bugbears too? Like, Hey, Jason, what were we doing last week?
Last week, we took the night off, but the week before that, I
Good recap. All right, moving on.
nice. A play-by-play for me is going to be hard. What I recall was we won. We beat the bad guy through much consternation and fighting and perhaps the sacrifice of Eva as well in the process. That's my perhaps. I don't know.
I mean, my favorite quote from yesterday was, and remember, Eva had said something about not being able to harm the boss directly with weapons.
Correct. Yeah, that does bring up a good point. Yes, we were not able to do that. We did need to use the Seraphim, which we had to also go rescue in the episode because they got locked away in other portals, dimensions, something like that, and we had to fight other monsters to get them all back. Usually by ripping them out of the interior of the monster themselves. So that was
Which you guys did beautifully.
Yeah,
It was Cornelian Trust got plopped right in front of a frickin' Hydra, which, you know, it was the dice. The
handled
dice
with
rolls.
grace and elegance.
I don't know about grace. You did get pinned under the thing. Elegance.
We can say elegance.
I did
And
a very
Kellwise and
elegant
Skid.
slide under it, and you know it
Got,
was masterful.
Got revenge on the bullet. You guys ripped that thing to shreds. I was a little concerned, and then I keep forgetting that you guys just have this insane like shotgun of damage that just comes out. I believe there was an uppercut in the water that sent the thing flying out, and then a stabbing blow that ripped through its hard hide.
Yeah.
On a side note, we were making fun of Mel, and apparently she came to take care of her dad after surgery. So whoever made fun of her is a jerk. Bobby.
Don't you feel bad now?
Yeah, Bobby, what the heck? You can't do that.
I said it and I meant it. I don't take it back. No, I'm just kidding.
Nice.
Yeah, you hear
Nice.
that, Dad? You hear that, Mel's dad?
I hope surgery went well. I'm sorry, Mr.
Yeah.
What's his dad?
Yeah, I hope you recover fast, Tim.
It's his dad.
Tim, I hope you have a.
We're all like adults, married.
I know.
Sorry, Mr.
I know,
Melissa's dad.
Isn't it weird? Like I still feel like in
Hello,
our
sir.
generation there was like still like people meet my parents and they're like, oh, hello, sir, and I'm like, what? You're 35. I guess I don't know. Just
Is that
different
still a thing
strokes for
today? Do
different
kids still do
generations.
that, or do they just call them like by their first name now, like all the time? Do they go like
I don't
Mr.
know.
Mrs.? Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's however they introduce themselves, like the parents do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
True.
I'm definitely gonna be
I'll
like
definitely be Mr. Bishop.
to my daughter's friends. I'm gonna be like, hi, I'm Mr. Blah 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 blah.
I'm gonna start calling you that for real.
Okay,
my friend.
Your daughter's never gonna have friends.
Mister, your daughter's never gonna have friends.
Period.
Friends over.
No. Friends,
Yikes.
period.
That was rough. Okay.
He's gonna have plenty of friends. They just won't meet you.
You guys were fighting Habbadash, who had said like the cycle goes on and on and on and on and on, and Ellazar just keeps resetting it. And there's no point to do anything. Very nihilistic behavior, and then he lost, which seemed to really stun him. And you took the taproot, of which was kind of wildly going out of control when Habbadash was dying, and in which Eva had grabbed onto it as she being kind of halfway between the source world, the spirit world, and the material plane, could connect to it and touch its powers, and then she took the taproot, this crown, the source root, taproots from the book. Have you guys ever read the Driz books? There's like 7 million D&D books, but it was a crown of thorns that adorned her head, and then she kind of poof, disappeared.
Yeah.
And that is where we left off.
Okay.
Before you is the husk of what looked like a big cocoon that you had ripped through this old elven body, gaunt, writhing with just roots that have grown and tree branches and stuff that have grown through his body. He just kind of lays lifeless and dead on that massive tree that grew in that chamber.
I'm gonna see Skid lying there unconscious. I'm gonna just shove a health potion in their mouth immediately and bring them back to consciousness because they were at 0.
Thanks.
No problem. Eva! I'm just kind of looking around for Eva.
When was I at 0? I just opened up Skid and I'm not at 0.
Oh, whoa, okay. I thought you went down to 0 at the end of last session. Maybe
I
I'm
thought
wrong.
that I did too. Maybe I didn't put that.
I healed you at one
You
point.
healed me.
Yeah, and then
Okay,
we
then we're
leveled
good.
up. Doesn't that...
Ah, that's why.
We leveled up, and the rules I'm making up right now are that we get more health back full.
Yeah, replenishes you. That happens in every game.
Save your health potion.
Everyone.
Oh, okay. I'll save this for later. Eva! Just run off.
I'm just taking a nap. It was too much fighting. It's hideous. Just.
Can I just pat Skid on the head awkwardly?
That's almost nice. He's almost.
Has there been any change to our surroundings? Like, is the place falling apart or something? Quickly?
Yeah, so. Kaiwise, you stop for a second, maybe in this eerie silence, and roll me a perception check. Let's see how much you see.
Yeah. 23.
Oh, wow. Maybe being the one kind of outside of you were a little bit farther back than they were from all the action as you were shooting with a bow. You kind of look up and you notice this small, what looks like a piece of ash almost, but made of this shimmering light kind of floating down from the ceiling and kind of blowing back and forth, almost like a leaf falling down.
Just one?
And then you notice another.
Oh. Uh-oh.
And then another, and you notice dozens of these little floating lights that are ashes, almost dancing around, slowly floating down.
Whatever we're going to do here, we need to do quick, because I think the place is about to unravel.
And as you say the word unravel, the very ground beneath you starts to shake. You hear the sounds of snapping wood and grinding all against itself. As as this whole thing starts to writhe underneath you. The very tree itself almost alive as it starts to undulate and move.
Dragon Rezik, we need you back right now.
I'm just trying to dig into that husk of wherever the wizard was and where Eva went into. Is she anywhere inside of that thing that the wizard was in?
No, it seems it's just the wizard covered in this like almost sawdusty kind of viscous kind of paste.
Guys, help me! I can't find Eva. Where? Where's Eva?
And I just, you said you're digging down, trying to get into stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna like chuck boulders out of there, just really try and clear the space.
As you start to clear the space, you notice something bright start to shine from the wall in front of you. Kelwise, facing northward, you start to see this hole in what looked like a solid piece of wood start to tear and writhe open. And outside you see clouds and a blue sky. And behind you, you feel a tap on your shoulder. Kelwise, you spin around, and there's Eva, a golden silhouette of Eva standing.
Rezik, I found her. What? Where did you find her? Huh?
Hey guys. So, I don't know how you tell you this, but so like the tap root or the source root, like I am the source root now. Like this is me. And she shakes her head like this, and the whole entire place. And you start to see thousands of little leaves outside start to fall down. So, like, when she said, like, when Zoltana said she needed, like, the power of the ancients, I think this is what she was talking about.
Like, she wanted to become the source root, or like, she needs you to go to her now?
But, like, I think she was going to use me to try and stop Ellazar. Well, not me, but the power of the source root. So
are you stuck
here? I'm going to be honest. Well, I don't think so.
Oh.
And you see her kind of start to tear her foot up, and the whole place starts to... You start to hear thousands of like roots and branches cracking as the whole place kind of... And you feel the whole place lift up and out of the ground. No, I think I'm very mobile.
Like the entire castle? You can move it?
Well, I'm not really moving it. It's
you
me.
You are it.
Yeah. Along with what seems like this giant like vat of pure power, I guess, which I'm assuming is what the queen wanted, but Habbadash barely used any of this that he collected.
Oh.
Did you when you became the source root and got rid of him, did you get his memories? Do you understand what he was trying to do?
Unfortunately, all that kind of got absorbed and mismatched. I think he was a very unhappy person.
Oh, if you're the source root, does that mean that you can feel all the souls of the dead going into you at all times and coming out when they're being born?
Well, I'm not really like the source heart. I'm just energy that's been stolen from them.
From the... So you're now
souls that were supposed to go to the source heart and then be reborn were collected here. This magic item, the sorcerer, basically taps into the heart and siphons off power.
Are you able to feel all the stolen souls within you? Like, are they individual, or is it just like a wall of energy?
Kind of just
that's
one big
indiscriminable,
mass of
yeah, all right.
energy.
Okay.
I think I can feel Dresden, or
What?
multiple Dresdens
Oh.
moving around. And there's
Ophelia?
one of them that's much bigger than the rest. I don't know. Not inside me, no. There's some scattered. There's 2 in Moragana. Those must be the ones that we've felt in the Queen. And there's 2 in Capital City. And one of them in Odgarad.
That's Dresden.
Oh. We hope so.
Okay.
I don't know what any of this means.
Yeah, rightfully so. I mean, sort of a new experience for anyone, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Becoming a huge castle and all. Person castle.
Are you
feel the-
okay with this, Eva? Or do you want me to swap with you somehow? I don't. This is a lot to put on you, and you've already been through so much in your life. I don't want you to have to go through any more horribleness if I can help it.
Honestly, I kind of feel like this body is mine now. Like, before I was kind of holding on to something that was borrowed by the amulet, and now it's like, this is me.
You're not wearing
It's
the
a
amulet
weird
anymore.
feeling.
Where did that go?
Oh, I don't know. I think Habbadash took it. And Rezik, as you're kind of sifting through things, you do find on his person that amulet in a small pouch glued to like the side of him.
All right. Are all of Eva's other belongings here as well, or does she have those with her wherever she is?
You find some of her other belongings.
Okay.
Her notebook, and some other stuff, just
Ring
little
of
knickknacks
protection?
and such.
Lightning staff.
Any of the magic items she had
Okay.
are still there.
Okay. I will hold on to
That's
these.
so sad.
These were
So
ups.
any of them are gone, is what I thought you were gonna say.
Okay. Well, this is a step in the right direction. You now have kind of like a body, but
I mean,
it's
I've got
not like
a mega body.
yeah. You have like yes.
That is right. Wait, so if like you're this whole place now, does that mean that like that evil knight guy that was going after us won't anymore? Are you able to call him off?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask too. He's still lurking around
Are
somewhere.
we gonna go down and then just have to fight within you? Because that seems kind of weird.
And she kind of thinks, oh, just got rid of him.
Like,
What about
killed
all
him?
the
like gone?
Well,
Or
I
is he
kind of just,
cool now, like on our side?
no, I don't think he was kind of a dark apparition that had been captured and stuck here, imprisoned maybe.
So
There's a
just
lot of those. I'm
eternally
gonna
a dick,
probably spend
not
like,
undickable. Got it.
yeah, he was definitely a dick. He deserved everything I just did. I basically just collapsed the lower 2 floors.
Oh my.
Okay, but what about our little fluffy friend who was carrying my whole family within him?
Okay, yeah,
Buzz.
I didn't crush them. And you see this small opening in like vines kind of peel away, and like this like long branch kind of lifts up, and you see Loaf just kind of quizzically looking around.
Come here, Loaf.
Hey, loaf! Oh my
buddy.
goodness!
Get in here!
And he
Foot!
kind of
Foot, are you in
shambles
there?
all over.
Come on, Foot!
No foot.
No Foot. Is Foot okay? Did you kill Foot on accident, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know where Foot is. He's not here.
Oh, he
He
ditched
escaped.
us. Yep.
You left?
Or did he dissolve with maybe some of the other things that Habbadash had been concocting?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Unless he was.
I can't
wasn't
say for
Foot
sure.
He was part of Habbadash, no? He was one of his creations, one of his.
He was one of his creations, but I don't think he was a part of Habbadash.
Hmm.
That's
Well, I
concerning.
mean, I made him nice, so happy travels or whatever.
Yeah, I guess. Oh. Well, okay, Habbadash used this place to create creatures. Can you use the extra source of power to bring Pup back? That. You seem pretty powerful. Maybe you could manage that? Possibly?
I mean, Pup was made from more than just the source heart. You remember. They were like part seraphim, so I don't know. I might. And look, Habbadash was trying to make living beings for centuries, and mostly what he made was disgusting things in this tower, so I'm a little hesitant to try and follow in his footsteps.
All
Might have just been bad at
Eh,
it.
That's true. I mean, I
True.
can
I mean,
try if
the-
you guys want.
That first
Why
round, he
do we
created
need-
the Archivist, so
Why do we need Eva to make creatures? Why are we asking this? I'm confused.
we're asking her to bring our friend that we love back
Oh.
to life.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But I mean,
But-
if we think that's a bad idea,
Eva does have a point, though. I mean, we can't just conjure a soul into nothing. We need a body, or something like a body.
If on like a scale of 1 to 10, like how much do you think? Like how confident are you that it's not going to come back as like just an absolute abomination of a creature? 10 being totally not an abomination, super swag. 1 being it's going to look worse than thrown up
One of those
cheese.
little sandy creatures that you just sort of.
yeah. I mean, I guess we could wait. I just because I've been kind of saying like this whole time that maybe our mission could be to try to get to Pup's mom and dad, supposedly, and have them bring Pup back. But that's a very like up in the air kind of thing. So if we have this power in front of us, I was thinking maybe we try it. But you're probably right. It could be a huge mistake if it's just created like kind of weirdos. So maybe not.
Yeah, I don't think Pup would want to come back as a weirdo abomination.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless, actually, I don't think they would mind that, but maybe normal pup. Normal pup, that's good.
It's a
Alright,
druid
well,
spell, reincarnation. That's like you come back as a random race.
Oh my.
Yeah.
So you're the doctor.
Yeah. Eva, can you sense the Archivist out there? By the way, we left the Archivist out there like days ago. Is he alive out there anywhere, or can you sense him?
I don't feel him. I don't sense him. None of those knights are there either. All of the wyverns and knights have gone.
Oh my. Okay. Well, that's partially good.
Maybe concerning, actually.
Yeah.
Where did they go?
I don't know.
Couldn't say.
Okay.
Okay. This all being said, pretty much my entire clan's gone. My family,
Yes.
everyone who I loved is gone. Some of my like neighbors are in that loaf. If you guys know a place to take them to heal them, that would be great. And if you guys wouldn't mind, now that we're done with this, I don't have a home to go back to. Because they were my home, and now they're gone. And I don't want this to happen to anyone else. So I would really love to come along with you to stop this from happening to anyone else, because this, for lack of a better term, is not very cool. This ain't it.
Does that mean you're a friend? New friend, new friend, new friend, new friend!
I guess that means that I might be warming up to the idea of being your friend.
I hand Skid a gold coin.
No.
Oh, we get paid for this.
No, it's a friendship coin.
Yes, it's a friendship coin. It's kind of a thing we do
Doesn't
in
say-
our group.
Yeah, it's just
It's just
gold.
a friendship coin.
Yeah.
Not money coin.
Well, I mean, I don't do what you want with it when.
Oh well, if it's not like a money coin, I want to put it in a different bag, lest
Yeah,
I lose it
yeah.
or accidentally spend it.
I've framed mine. It's on a wall on our ship, actually. Yeah, so like little.
Oh, that's right. You have a ship that can fly. Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
And there's a hammock waiting for you on it.
A hammock I can do.
Yeah.
Well,
Friendship coin. That's very nice.
yes. Very good idea, Trust. But you should know before you. I mean, I would love to have you aboard. I considered you a friend the moment we met you. You're pretty cool. But you should know what we're going to go into right now is pretty crazy. It's going to be this huge war going to Capital City. It's going to be pretty crazy. So if you're still
Like-
down.
Do you mean what my entire life was gonna be? Like what
Pretty
it
much.
already was? Any crazier than what I saw near? I watched this one get a spider butt. You're a guy. You're not a dragon.
My spider.
I have a tail. A longer one.
That's a fair point. That is a fair point. Yeah, that's okay.
I
yeah.
think
All right, welcome aboard.
Any notion of me being too weirded out is long past us, buddy.
Oh, but that's just Rezik.
Buddy.
You'll have to get used to how he's overly cautious and sometimes overly explains things. So that's just par for the course. If you're gonna be with us.
I like the cautious part. Listen, I'm here for the not fighting. If we can talk it out, I much prefer that. It's a lot cleaner. Is your ship clean?
Yes.
Pretty clean. I would say it's
Usually.
clean. Yeah.
I mean,
There's
I
a
don't
guy named
know.
Slug.
Yeah, it might be really
Keeps it
dirty when we
super
get
clean.
back. Oh, he's dead. Is he clean?
No.
He's getting
Yeah.
better. You think, yeah, he's a little better at being clean these days.
Okay. I can help with the cleaning parts because I
Oh,
don't trust anyone else to
Rezik
do it
just
correctly.
magics everything clean. He goes presto,
Yep.
and it goes.
Oh. All right. Rezik, looks like you and I might be good friends then.
Ooh, okay, yeah, like that's a good deal. I like that. Okay,
Never mind,
what's
you're getting a
next?
little too excited. Calm down.
I'm sorry. All right, what's next? What are we doing? Should we just take a rest here, or should we try to find the archivist? Or I feel bad for him. We just left him behind. I don't.
Oh, hold on. And you see Eva kind of shake, and more of those golden lights kind of fall upon you, and all of you start to feel restored and rejuvenated.
Oh my!
And Trust, she walks up and kind of shrugs, and then puts her hand on your shoulder, and you feel like this light filling into you, and you can feel the boots on your feet, as if you could take them off if you wanted to.
Ooh, versatility.
Well, like only for a few seconds.
Oh, I take them off.
Okay, the boots pop off, and Trust Badonkadonk
Oh,
goes along with it. Still impressive, but
sweet
not
booty.
quite as impressive.
Are you able to keep the boots with you in case you need them again?
Do they
Like,
just
they
poof
still
into
have
shit?
their
No, you have the boots
magical
there.
properties.
Oh,
And you notice the boots have kind of almost this like design on them that's like 8 like metal prongs that almost wrap around each boot.
very cool. I'll stick it in my pack.
Okay.
From what I recall, there was a bunch of like gold and all sorts of other junk lying around the tree. Is that?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. can I spend some time holding Cornelia's feet and moving her around like a wheelbarrow, or something, or like a vacuum cleaner? Have her absorb. Just however long that takes.
Literally sounds like a vacuum cleaner. Just.
Here we go. I'm
It's
gonna
like a
roll
billion gold.
on the loot generator.
The loot generator.
Holy crap! I did too much.
Are we fully healed?
No,
Yes.
whatever you got is probably right.
Fully healed. Tight.
Okay,
Oh,
let's go down the line. You find a plethora of gold coins and gems and everything for easiness sake. All of the different art projects and pieces and gold-lined treasures and baubles and such. A chalice made from a silver figurine, a carved bone statuette, some engraved bone dice, a golden bracelet,
have that, really?
embroidered silk handkerchief, all kinds of different things. An extensive historical record in the form of carefully knotted strings. Strange, but
Yeah.
lots of stuff, totaling
there's a
approximately
culture that did that.
58,447 gold coins.
Whoa.
58,000.
You
447?
also find these are boring. Uh-oh, my Alexa's going off. Alexa, stop, please. Thank you.
please. Okay, so you'll be safe when they take over.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't not say.
I
I'm gonna
always
roll it.
use please and thank you when I use chat GPT. I'm like, please write me this. And then it does. And I'm like, thank you.
Please don't kill me.
Yes.
Something
you.
of note, you find Kelwise is a really finely carved, runed, what looks like a war pick. It's like almost like a pickaxe that has just a big point on it, and there's runes all over it.
Okay, cool.
And then this is like additional loot, or is this the loot hoard we found? I think the loot hoard we found you gave us already
This is
as well.
completely what he's finding down at the base of the tree.
Holy crap. Okay.
There's also a set of leathered armor that is also adorned with what look like elven runes, elven protective runes. One, can any of you read Elven?
I can read Elven.
Okay. You read the runes and you kind of decipher them, and it's a +3 leather armor of fire resistance. Whoever wears these gets 100% resistance to fire, immunity to fire
Holy
while wearing
crap.
them.
Plus
And what else
3
is there?
armor, and then fire resistance.
Yeah.
Wow.
What else do we find?
That's amazing. Leather armor. Okay.
You find also a magical light crossbow.
Magical light.
Magical, meaning it fires like a magical projectile, or magical meaning?
Yeah, I have to figure out what it does. Where is it? What the heck? It defers a +1 to hit and a +1 to damage for anything that's fired. And on top of that, you can once a day, not once a long rest, once a day, any attack that you fire can be an after you roll, whether you hit or miss, you can use the magic of the crossbow, and it'll change any roll into a critical hit once a day.
Nice.
Hey. Wow.
And Trust will still miss.
Yeah, that should not go to me. It's cool.
And there is a just gonna keep rolling until I get something I like. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Keep rolling.
No, it's completely fine. Yes, please.
Take all the time you need.
If the entire
One more
session is
item.
sending us items, I'm down. Let's do this.
The best shopping episode ever.
Yes!
Free shopping episode.
Thanks,
I
Cornelia.
love magical items.
Cornelia vomits 3 tons of gold.
And you find an animated shield.
Animated.
While holding the shield, you can speak its command word as a bonus action to cause it to animate. The shield leaps into the air and hovers in your space to protect you as if it were wielding it, leaving your hands free. The shield
Nice.
remains animated for 1 minute or until you use a bonus action to end the effect, or you're incapacitated.
A shield, you say?
A shield.
incredible.
So it gives
And
you
and
plus
can
2 to your
you-
armor class, and there's no restrictions on who can use it.
Oh, amazing. That is amazing. Wow.
But you do have to come up with a command word, and if you don't remember the command word, you cannot use it in future episodes.
Help.
That's fine.
Butt cheeks.
Is it? Does it have a specific? Well, does it have like a specific name that can be added? Or,
You can, when you attune to it, you pick the whatever the word is.
No, I mean like what's it called? Like to add it into like D&D Beyond? Like is
Animated
it an actual...
shield.
Animated shield. Okay. Can I have that, guys?
Well, I feel like you die a lot, so I would be okay with it. What do you guys think?
Yes, but I would also like to find a shield at some point. It doesn't have to be the animated one.
I just have like a really low AC.
Okay, great, yeah. So that's going to Trust. I'm guessing the light crossbow would probably go to Kelwise, I'm assuming, right? That sounds pretty cool.
You actually found a set of +3 arrows as well.
Ooh,
Arrows that when
yeah.
fired, you found
them.
20 of them. 20 +3 arrows.
20.
So when you fire these, the magic only works for 1 shot, and each time you shoot it, the magic is gone. But it gives you a +3 to hit, +3 damage.
Obviously going to Kelwise. This leather adorned elven armor. That's +3 armor and then fire resistance. Who would that go to? Who wants that? I can't wear armor, so
I also can't wear armor.
I already
Oh,
have
yeah.
fire resistance, so that would be wasteful.
That might be a
that a thing
Cornelia thing then.
Okay. Great.
Can she still be
And
sneaky
there's like
with
a-
it?
Yes.
Ooh,
Okay.
yeah.
Leather armor has
Yeah.
Oh,
no
leather. Sorry.
noise penalty.
My brain
And,
is picking up most of the words you're saying tonight.
I'm used to it.
What about this war pick with the runes?
Okay. Can any of you read Dwarven?
I can.
No.
You can?
I'm a
How?
very learned man.
I'm just kidding.
Reading a lot.
Went to school.
How do you know about this? It is a +2 war pick. A war pick is a one-handed piercing weapon that does 1d8 damage. You need martial weapon proficiency to use it, but it also has a special rune that is of Roxbane. And whenever it strikes stone, it can just shatter through rock and stone with ease.
Rock and stone.
Bane. What was it called? It was a special Roxbane.
It's a +2 Roxbane war pick.
Okay. Special Roxbane. Okay, gotcha.
Does Skid have martial arts proficiency or whatever that
I'm
was?
good. I really like my hammer. I don't. No thanks. Not for me.
Okay.
Well,
I don't need that, but
I'd consider taking it and maybe giving the light crossbow up to someone else if they want a light crossbow.
maybe.
I am not worthy.
Maybe it's your time.
I mean, yeah, like you used a crossbow this last battle, and it helps a little bit. So maybe this is to help out.
I think it helps
Magical?
more than a little.
Yeah. So
All right, well, I'll hold on to it, but like, if anyone else wants to wear it or use it, I mean, just ask because I feel really bad taking two things. I
Fine.
really do need the shield. I'm very
I have
weak.
I have so many things that I still need to use that I haven't even been able to because I've been a dragon for like the last week. So I'm good. I don't need
All
them.
right.
I'm good. Yep.
What's the fancy name of this bow?
Magical light crossbow.
It's I said it was a +1. It's a +1 light crossbow.
Yeah.
We'll call it bullseye. It's a made
It's
up
a little,
thing, so it's not going to be in.
but just type in like
Yeah.
in D&D Beyond it would be
It's just like crossbow. The +1 should be available.
yeah.
Be like green.
Oh, I was like, I gotta
Light
roll
crossbow,
something for Rezik. And you hit the
+1
jackpot.
light
You also find
crossbow.
a +3 wand of the war mage.
What? Oh my god.
Let me make sure that I
Sounds
want to give this to
fancy.
you. Jesus Christ.
No take backs.
When you make a spell attack, while holding this wand, you gain a bonus to the spell attack rolls. It's just attack rolls, not damage. But you get +3 to all your attack rolls with spells, any spell that needs to hit. And in addition, you ignore half cover. So things can't get cover against you. Remind me of that.
Attack rolls. Yeah, I actually took this spell sniper feat, by the way, from when I leveled up. So it's gonna be pretty cool.
Well, shit.
The additional thing to the crossbow is that once a day it can have one critical hit.
Yeah, you can change anything into a critical hit.
Wow. Okay. Well, this is amazing. Thank you for finding this. Going right into the inventory.
I didn't. Did Skid get anything?
Oh, I got
Do
a
you
red
want
coin.
my shoes?
No.
Oh, that's right.
Mercy-
Alright.
Certainly
All
not.
right,
No.
that's fine.
Yes.
I already got a tail. That was enough for me.
Here's the Oh, okay.
I give Skid a hug.
You find these boots. These boots look like they're very round and weird shapen. They're definitely for some kind of uncast with a non-traditional human feet. They look like almost like this, like those bipedal? Is that what it's called? Feet structure, and they have these little furry little waves that come off the back of them.
Does anyone need a pair of boots? What are these?
What do they do?
I don't know.
We've got some furry
They look
waves on the back.
bipedal. Yeah, they got furry waves.
I'm gonna go. These won't fit any of you, will it? Will they?
Don't think so. I don't.
I'm just gonna put them on. Just shrug.
Okay. And you put them on, and again, you start to attune to these items, and you feel in your head that, it asks for a name.
Who's in Sarandon?
As you say that, the wavy, furry waves
God.
start to flutter, and you start to float up into the air.
Oh, I don't know if I like this. Who's in Sarandon? Stop!
Is it fly? Oh, is it fly? Oh,
In D&D terms, are called winged boots.
Oh,
That's sick.
sweet.
Basically,
It's not armor, right?
you can wear them. Yeah. You get 4 hours of flight per day, and you can
Whoa.
piece that out however you want.
Damn.
So for all intents and purposes, you can fly now with these boots.
That's unreasonable. That is crazy.
You thought the flying boat was cool.
Okay, so this is gonna be a little weird. This is gonna be taken. I'm gonna. You're not gonna be able to get. Wait. What if I just fly above everyone? I never have to fight.
That's true.
I can just.
Well, I mean,
Peace out.
unless something's like got fire or like a wingspan or something, but like, yeah.
I'm gonna have to practice.
Yeah, we'll practice. I can fly. I have the fly spell as well, so I'll help you out.
I'll race ya.
Oh, you'll definitely win. I can tell from the way, just your whole vibe is just like you're gonna win.
Cool. Oh,
Yes, very cool.
if I choose a word for my shield but I accidentally say it at some other time during the day, will it automatically go off, or does it have to have like the intent behind the word is also to make the shield pop?
Yeah, if you say the word, it pops.
Okay, well, maybe this is a bad choice, but I'd like the word to be fuck.
Okay.
You use that pretty often. I don't. Okay.
Everyone, I'm going to rely on all of you to help me out with this. Anytime the word is uttered,
Oh
Wait, anyone or
no.
just
thing
me?
pops. Just you.
Okay,
just you.
okay, Ashton.
Okay.
His voice activated.
Voice activated.
Need to
Now, there
write
is
down
no.
voice ID.
It floats for a minute and then falls to the ground, but there's no limit to how many times you can use it. So, like, you
Got
can
it.
just use it again and again and again. But just
I'm
know
gonna
that
write
if you.
down Susan
Raise-
Sarandon.
Rezik, maybe
Yes,
you could
yep.
paint something cool on the shield that would like
You got it.
scare the enemies.
Sure. Whatever you want me to paint
what
on
if
there,
you
I'll do it.
paint me on the shield, and then they think that they're hitting me, but it's a shield? Haha! Tricked them.
Okay. And should I just do like the kind of default, just like trust with a smiley face and just middle fingers up? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Middle fingers are blazing. All right. Sounds great.
Excellent. Oh, so excited.
Okay, so let me. I'm
Cordelia,
gonna share
of
the amount
course,
of gold
misses
we
like
have.
the free loot episode.
We gave her.
I planned
What did we
this.
give her? What did we give her? Oh yeah, we gave her the armor. Oh, also,
Which means-
is any.
You can just fireball Cornelia and it won't affect her.
Oh my god, that's gonna be so funny. That ring,
How fun.
Rezik. Is anyone
Yes,
gonna use that?
the ring. You can use that if you want.
Oh, 1 sec.
The ring of protection.
Sure, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. My AC is about to be chunky. I'm about to be such a tank.
Yeah, because you have the braces of defense already, right? Great. Yeah, you're gonna be. That's awesome. Yeah, and then we have this lightning staff that was Pup's. If anyone wants to use that in the meantime before we get Pup back, and I'll just keep this amulet of health because I'm pretty weak. So
Well, unless you wanted to keep the ring, in which case you
no.
absolutely should.
No, I'll be fine. I have magical means. I have shield. I have mage armor. I'll make do. Thank you then.
If you're sure.
I hit the communication ring.
Ah!
I think that was very nice of you.
We need to have at some point Ogden look at that because this is the worst item we ever have got.
I could have gotten message as a new spell, and it didn't because
He could talk back? That's bullshit. I'm not taking that.
Also, I didn't want to listen to Jaymes complain about how unfair this spell was. So.
Look, if you want to use your
Listen.
spells on that, go ahead. At this
Oh
point,
my
just know that
goodness.
like all the enemies from here on out have like a plus 25 to hit and triple damage.
Tight.
And the money doesn't matter anymore because the world is ending. Yes. We know.
Not necessarily. I mean, it's all up to how thrifty Ogden is.
Right, so is Eva just gonna walk us back in this castle? Like, how do we get back?
Well, I imagine
yeah,
I'd probably want to get the ship first.
Yeah, where's the ship?
Here, let's go get the ship, and then the whole thing starts to shake, and you guys start to walk back, like rock back and forth, and Eva, yeah, maybe I'm gonna put you guys down first, and this kind of huge leaf-like hand comes up and offers itself to you.
Just real quick, before we get on there, do we know what happened to that one lava girl that we trapped in that room that was filling with her own lava?
Eva?
Cool.
Yeah, I mean,
is she hot?
she seems pretty content.
All right. Just want to make sure that we didn't
She's
just like leave her in
dancing
there
right
for
now.
eternity.
In her
Dancing,
magma,
that sounds fun.
Get it?
Cool.
Right.
although she's not very good.
That's fine.
Even better.
Let's see. I'm gonna cast. See, how long does it last? It lasts 10 minutes. Oh, never mind. Okay, on to the leaf we go.
I would just like to say that for the entirety of tonight's game, I traded out one of my cantrip spells for Mage Hand. So for the entirety of this game, I'm going to be messing with Cornelia with my Mage Hand.
Oh, okay.
Putting it out there for the flavor of it
Come
all.
back.
Just like an invisible mage hand versus a visible mage hand.
I'm gonna be trying to like give her wedgies and like tap her on the wrong shoulder and like pull like touch her hair. Just general
Ooh.
tomfoolery to Cornelia.
We're gonna
with the
need
mage hand.
a couple rolls for that.
Okay. Do you just straight rolls?
Wait.
Well, stealth rolls. And meanwhile, while Trust is fucking with Cornelia,
Wait.
Yes.
Can I ask? I want to know what your mage hand looks like.
What's invisible?
No,
No.
only rogues.
I thought Cornelia's was visible.
Hers is the
No.
invisible. Because she's a rogue.
Hers is invisible? Got it. Oh, okay. Mine then is it's like a fire hand. It looks like it's a hand made of flames, and it sometimes
Nice.
it's red, and sometimes it can burn bright blue, and like it kind of like color shifts.
It's a mood-
That's cool.
mage hand,
It's a mood hand.
a flaming mood hand.
Flaming
All right.
mood hand.
Cool.
My first stealth roll was a dirty 20.
Ooh.
Second stealth roll is a 12. How many am I doing?
Just do 3. I'm gonna have
Increasingly worse. Second
Melissa,
or third
roll.
one is 9. So 20.
Oh,
Well, I already forgot what the last one was. And 9.
I think it was like a 13.
20, 12, and 9.
Something, or
9. Yeah.
12, okay.
Yes. I'm texting her.
I guess just hope that Mel rolls super low in those
Have
last
a
two.
chance.
Mel is so
roll
stealthy. Oh,
3
he's probably not rolling for stealth perception.
checks.
Yeah.
Mel probably has like a
Okay.
plus 10 perception though, so it's gonna be unfair.
We'll see. We will see. Meanwhile, you all step onto this leaf.
The mage hands just
This
start
handed
slapping
leaf,
each other.
and the leaf kind of pulls itself out on this long vined hand. You guys come out into the clouds as this thing starts to lower you down. And as you look out, this tower no longer looks like how it did. And the area around it, all that fog has kind of dissipated into clear sky. This tower very lightly resembles what kind of looks like a mix between a massive oak and a young girl.
Aw.
As you guys are set down.
Ava, you're so pretty!
Oh, thanks, Trust.
Welcome.
I'll be
You're
right
always
back.
pretty,
You
but-
control.
And you see her just massive form.
Razor, your sister's so much cooler than you are.
And the ground starts to shake. And she just leans over and reaches out, and you see thousands of little vines come off of her arm, and they reach out. And she grabs something from far away as you start to see your ship lift up into the air, and she brings it and
I'm
gently
not sure we need it anymore, really. I mean,
puts it
this
down.
is like
Well, we
This is
got
way
to show
cooler.
Skid that it really flies, because Skid
That's
doesn't
true.
believe us.
Wait, it's a very pretty ship. I don't know how you got it on the land, but if you say it flies, then I have to believe ya when I see it. Although I fly now, so anything can fly, really.
Well, you might still need the ship, because in order for me to access the Taproot's power, the Source Root's power, I need to be rooted. If that makes sense.
Ooh.
So if
Does
I'm
that mean you're,
moving,
shrink down to fit on the ship? I'm so curious.
well, no, but I have to wedge myself into the ground. So if we're gonna use my power against Daye and his undead army, it's gonna be tough for you guys to maneuver if you're with me.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Plus,
let's
you
see
might
how
fall
everyone's
off,
doing.
and I'd feel really, really bad.
Yeah, that's true too. Yes. I hope everyone on the ship's okay. I'm gonna run over to the ship and be like, "Hello, hi,
Wait,
hello, everybody."
Archivist, are you here anywhere? Archivist!
Yeah, you don't see the archivist anywhere. Though you do see still the signs of the battle that was raging as you guys had entered the tower. You do see a plump older gentleman sleeping on your ship, loudly snoring. A bit of an odor to him, and even though the ship was literally picked up and moved a quarter of a mile in seconds,
Gotta be Skid, right?
seems
No.
to be still sleeping.
Slug. Sorry. Slug.
Hands
Another
grasped
four-lettered F
tight
name.
onto almost hugging the helm.
Hello, hi.
And you see kind of one eye. Oi, you all back now?
Hey, hi, Slug. How are you?
yeah.
This is the one who keeping everything clean.
No, he's the one that's not clean. I slap him.
Oi! Hey, what you slap me for?
Wake up!
All week. Can be yawning if I'm sleeping. That's dumb. What do you want?
How are you? How is the ship? How's everybody doing over here? We've been gone for a while now. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was taking a nap. I was better before you lot came.
Why is he still on our ship?
He came with the ship. I don't know if we can actually kick him off the ship.
I'm his caretaker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's all maintenance to take care of a ship this big.
Yeah, and you've been
True,
doing a
true.
great job while we've been gone. Do I look? Has he been doing a great job while we've been
I
gone?
mean, the ship looks exactly the same as when you left it.
Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised actually.
Is Eric Karate still on the ship?
Yeah.
Eric Karate's there, and
hug her.
she is just staring at Eva with wide eyes. And Taika also is running around. He doesn't seem really to even notice the massive Eva tree. Eric Karate
And
kind of, as you hug Eric Karate, Trust, you hear, "You've been busy."
So much has happened, and it's been a lot, and we lost Pop, but we got Skid, but we lost Pop, and I don't know what to do back, because Pop was my best friend, and it's just been really sad.
We
I
lost
think
Pup.
at her.
And she kneels down and puts her forehead to your forehead, and you hear a prayer in a language you don't understand, but it's long and it has a very melodic wave to it in rhythm. And you feel
That's
it when
really
it, when
pretty.
it comes, you are washed over with a sense of calm. It's almost deeper than calm. It's almost it's very permanent, but it's almost a sense of acceptance, an acceptant calm.
Thank you. Also, that reminds me, I traded my ability to sing. So, that was really
You what?
pretty, thank you. Well, I traded my ability to sing for the opportunity to know more about soul magic because my mom died and I was frozen and I learned nothing.
Well, what did you discover?
Oh, I learned how to do some pretty powerful spells.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, excellent. That'll be very useful in the upcoming confrontation.
Yes. And I'll keep practicing. I'll get my singing voice back. La, la, la.
And it's interesting, you try and sing, and as you try and sing out, it's almost like a weird croak comes out of your mouth, even trying to make sounds. And you all see her try and sing, but like
Stand back.
it's
Get on your own.
almost as if like you feel a tickle or an itch in the back of your throat that prevents you from.
Do you need some water?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Lovely to see you,
I'll
Erikarati.
work on my rapping skills.
Hi, Rezik. Where is Eva?
Well, she's gone through some changes. You know, the teenage years are kind of rough, but she is a little bit taller now, as you can see. Yeah.
This is Eva.
Yep, that's... mhm. She is... that whole thing is her.
Oh. I don't know what to say. Are we happy about this?
She is the source root.
Wow. Well, that's powerful indeed.
Yes,
Well,
indeed.
I'm glad to see that you're looking better than you did.
Oh, thank you.
You look-
You...
More confident.
Oh, it's good. You know, you caught me on a good day. I was a little bit different yesterday in appearance than I am now. But yes, I'm feeling more myself, I think, today, for sure.
Excellent. And who's your friend? He's,
How rude of us. Yes, this is our new friend, Skid. They're very talented.
Can I explain to Skid while this is happening? Because no one's actually talking. I will explain to Skid.
Sure.
Why are you all just looking at each other?
Oh, that's Erikarati, and she doesn't speak with her mouth. She speaks telepathically, but you have to be touching her. But she's like the nicest person I've ever met. So you could go say hi. She's like an ancient race that disappeared, but we brought her back. She's really lovely.
And for reference, Skid, you see people they're touching shoulders, and you just see them go.
You guys just get into a whole bunch of weirdness.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay. Do I just like poke her? Do I just
Looks like put her hand on her shoulder, handshake, or like
And she kind of just
touch her shoulder.
reaches over and puts her hand on your shoulder. Hello, I'm Erikarati. It's very nice to meet you.
Hi there. I'm Skid.
Skid?
Yeah.
What's the meaning of that name?
It's more like a nickname that my clan gave me.
Ah.
When they found me, when they took me in, they always made fun of me. And said that I was like they were going to use me as toilet paper because I was like the perfect white bunny, and with the brown, they kept saying that I had skid mark. If I didn't toughen up, they were going to use me to wipe their asses. So, skid.
Well, it's nothing if not motivation.
True. That's true. I learned how to fight. And now I just really don't like anything dirty because now I'm scared I'm gonna be used to wipe an ass.
Yikes. Yeah, I totally agree with you. That sounds maybe like the worst thing that could happen to a person.
Yeah, it only happened twice, but that was enough.
Oh, it actually happened. Well, that is something that happened.
I
Twice.
think they're really vibing. I think they're getting along. This is going well.
Where does the name Ericorodi come from?
Oh. It means bringer of the sun. Or the dawn, if you will.
That's nice.
In my old tongue. I was born right in the morning as the sun was cresting the horizon.
Aw. That's very sweet. That's a very sweet name.
Thank you. Well, it's very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you too.
And yeah, you notice Skid just, I mean, you guys have seen Eric Karate, but now in the sunlight, I mean, it's every time you see her, she has this teal, almost flowing hair that almost looks like it's still underwater as it shines and sheens, and she's got these like fins that are glistening thousands of different colors, like the inside almost like an abalone shell, and she's got very like pure like skin that's this light bluish color, but it just looks perfectly smooth and clean.
Well, yes. I was going to say, if you like Air Karate, who is always a delight, as usual, you'll also love this next one. Ogden! Ogden, are you here? Hello?
And Ogden kind of lumbers up from below.
You guys are back.
Ogden! It's so good to see you!
Good to see you too. Haha. So, I missed dinner.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Yeah, she's gonna be real mad. Unless I have a good reason for not coming home.
Is saving the world a good reason?
No, I was thinking maybe I had, like, really bad tummy jiggles.
Okay, yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah, too many tummy jiggles, so I had to go very far away.
What if you got kidnapped and then we had to go get you back? And here you are, home safe and sound, and sorry to have missed dinner.
We saved you.
Well, you do have some friends here that could help with that story.
I was kidnapped by the tummy jiggles.
Yes.
Yes.
Why do you look so familiar?
Oh, well, Ogden, you used to work in Adgarad, actually, so maybe you saw Ogden there.
Yeah, maybe you saw Ogden there. Very famous. Very famous. I know me all over the place. Everywhere I go, in fact.
What did they call you again? Was it the Cyclops? Or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why, though.
But yeah, it's extremely famous magical identifier, and also they're able to sell magical items as well out of the shop. So people know him all across Adgarad.
I'm very famous.
this is our new friend Skid. We met them in this that big terrible tower we went into, and they are just fantastic, extremely talented, and they have a very nice weapon that maybe you can take a look at and maybe add some kind of I don't know if you're okay with it. Add some kind
No, that's fine. I am just gonna keep holding on to it. If
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
That's a curse hammer.
No. I just really like it.
Oh, your hammer is cursed?
No.
What's
Yeah.
a curse hammer?
No. I just think it's really cool.
I don't know what the curse is. I have to look at it, but
No.
Well, we've dealt with.
Why would you want to keep a cursed hammer? Is it like a good curse?
curses are funny.
And he kind of starts looking at it really closely.
Okay, if you just could just maybe not, if you could just stop laughing. If you could just let go of that, you're making me real nervous. If I could just keep holding on to it.
I dare you to put the hammer down.
And he kind of starts wandering back up and just kind of goes downstairs, laughing to himself.
That was not very nice.
Can you not put the hammer down? Is that the curse?
Is the curse that you don't want to put it down?
I just really like it, and I just want to keep holding on to it out of my own volition, and not because I was pranked into obtaining a cursed hammer. I just really like it. Okay, so if we could just drop it, it would be great.
Oh, but
Well, you can't drop it.
Yeah, you can't drop it. But what if?
Sorry.
What if
sorry.
if we just got the curse removed, then you would still have the hammer, and that doesn't really violate anything. You would still have the hammer.
Would be great. However, as per what everyone here is implying, I can't part with it.
You don't need
And
to. You
Eva-
just need someone who
Eva-
knows remove curse, and they just need
Behind
to
you,
touch it.
does the same thing she did with trust, and you start to feel that light in your body, Skid, and then the spell poofs out of existence. It almost is like zapped away. Oh, you're gonna need a very strong spell to remove that curse.
But you're like really strong now.
Yes, but like, I'm afraid if I put too much energy in there, I might remove Skid's hands along with the hammer.
Oh my god, that's a terrible curse! I'm so sorry, Skid!
You know, look, Skid, it's up to you, but I can try. You may lose one or both of your hands.
I just really like this hammer.
You know, I think the hammer suits you. It's sort of like
It's
an
just
accessory.
a really good one.
Yeah.
If we covered your hammer in like oil or grease, you like physically wouldn't be able to continue holding on to it. What would happen then?
I would have to kill whoever tries to separate me from my hammer.
Understood.
Okay,
And I like
well,
look at Cornelia and I'm like, don't do it.
And Skid's kind of looking around, or Slug's kind of looking around at you all. Oi, found some nice shiny stuff, huh? Look at all that shiny stuff you got now. Skid, look at them boots. Yeah, my boots are running low. I need to buy a new pair of boots. Maybe I'll
I
get
don't
little
even know ya.
furry furs on mine too. What's to know? I'll take care of me boat.
But you don't take care of your hygiene.
It's not your boat. It's Cowwise's. You just live on it and we can't get rid of you.
Yeah, same to you. That's what they all say when you're not around.
About the boots. Yeah, okay. Next time we get into port, we'll get you some new clothes, some new boots. Some new accessories.
it's getting a
You
little.
wouldn't even be able to fit these.
Well, not your
my
boots.
face,
We'll
look
get
at
on
yours.
someone else. We'll get other
Ignore,
boots.
ignore him. He's
Yeah.
antagonistic on purpose and not worth your time.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a point, though. The last time we were in a city, we were going to get some stuff, and then we sort of got kicked out, and, you know, it was fighting, and...
All right, well,
et cetera,
whatever.
et cetera.
I throw 10 gold at him. Get your own boots!
Hey, what are you doing?
Stop throwing things at me. I don't even want your gold, as he's putting it in his pocket. It's dirty money.
It's dirty now.
Oh, you're muted, Daye.
I don't want to guess your size and your style preference. Get your own boots.
Yeah, I'll get me own boots then. I don't know why you're so fixated on my shoes.
I don't know why you're so fixated on me. Be gone.
All right. Kind of shambles off.
Yes.
You guys run
I
your
will say his...
ship weird.
No, definitely.
Everyone-
Yeah.
I liked it better when he was deaf.
I mean, he's very unpleasant, but it's a very nice... I mean, this is very nice just to be back. I don't even care right now. It's just went through hell. People were dying all around us. This is, like, kind of nice. I'll take it.
I'm gonna go. Friend, I lost my entire clan.
Not all of them. We've got 5 of them.
Yeah, how are they doing in Loth?
How are they doing?
They do seem very weak. They've kind of stabilized. It doesn't seem like they're in any kind of mortal danger, but they are probably going to have to rest for weeks, if not a month. And as you're kind of checking up on them, you hear this sound coming from downstairs. It kind of sounds like, and you see this little 1.5 foot creature, humanoid creature, run out totally naked,
I was scared and say, "Stay calm, stay calm."
Like this, and then you see Cornelia do the same thing, this very weird dance, and then he runs over and jumps on her shoulder, and Cornelia immediately takes her cape and just starts floating off into the sky with this creature on her shoulders.
That was Taika.
They're sort of married. Yeah. Sort of like he put his cape on her and then they were married sort of thing. It's interesting. But we like him. He's good to have around.
Oh, Skid, do you want to see our bees?
Yeah, I really want to check on the bees.
Check on the bees. Let's go, yeah.
There's a lot going on here. I had no proof that the ship can fly, but I just saw her flying. I can fly now, and now you have bees who can fly on a flying ship. Make it make sense.
They also make spicy honey.
They do. It's rather delicious.
I would like to hear more about this spicy honey.
Yeah, actually, we also have some spicy mead. So I'll pour some flame bloom flower mead for everyone.
Well, you would most certainly love a tall glass of mead.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Done.
Thank the gods.
Who's drinking?
Pour one out for Pop.
Everyone roll a Constitution saving throw. In Pup's honor.
Ooh, I got it.
I rolled a 1!
Perfect.
The first time that I drink of my own volition in this campaign, and I rolled a 1!
Yeah, low tolerance.
What'd you guys all get?
5.
6.
4.
6. And a
It
4?
does not have a low tolerance.
You guys all take your first sip, and it's like you put a volcano right into your mouth, and it burns every ounce of the way down, and just tears just start flowing. And even your tears feel hot and warm. It feels like almost like steam should be coming out of your eyes in the form of tears.
And so good.
All I can see is red, but this is delicious.
This is very different.
Somehow, kind of hidden in there, very subtly, there's this very fine mead sweet flavor also mixed in with the lava.
Well, you might have added too much lava.
Just a thought.
Cornelia, can I get that armor? It burns! Will the armor prevent the burning?
Yeah, that's a good question. Did my resistance help any?
No, you probably need acid resistance for that.
Okay.
It's fire on the outside, not on the inside.
Yeah. Well.
All right. Well. Oh.
It'll be fire coming out of the outside.
That was very different. Delicious. Different.
How are the bees?
The bees look good. They buzzing away. They seem happy. There's a sense of community within the hive now. They've really gotten to know each other, and they've set up what can only be described as a strong governmental body, with the queen, of course, at the top, and they're borderline turning into different classes and such as the new bees come out, but I know right now everything's kind of working. More similar to
building a little society. They're so cute.
Commune of sorts.
They're a society.
Oh, society. I love it. Oh. Hi, you guys. Pup misses you all so much, and we're gonna get them back, and everything's gonna be the way it was again. One of these days. I promise you.
Well, tell me more about this pup.
Wait.
You would love Pup.
A monarch bee.
Nice. Pup
Sorry.
was...
That was good. It really was a good one. You're so proud of yourself, James. God, you as a dad is the ultimate dad jokes.
She doesn't like my dad jokes yet.
Well, she might never.
She's only 3 months, so I'm willing to give it another couple weeks.
1 more month
before I trade her in. I think she's still under warranty.
I sat down a filled up mug for Pup somewhere, and I'm just like, you would have absolutely loved Pup. They were someone that literally anyone they met would eventually fall in love with. I mean, even this little boy we used to hang out with that unfortunately also passed away. Miss him very much. Fitz, he started out complete ass, and he ended up being a charming fellow because Pup was just so nice to him the entire time and changed his life. He literally gave his soul for you to live.
Right, but he was very mean about it the whole time. So he wasn't didn't turn into a very fine fellow. He begrudgingly,
his life for you.
Relative to where he started, maybe.
Yeah, right. Yeah, really. Yeah.
I'm probably letting nostalgia take over a bit. He was always kind of an ass, but at the end there,
he called me very mean names. But yes, he did give. I mean, his soul was going to fade away into nothing, and he gave it to me instead. But he wasn't happy about it. So. But Pup was great. I miss Pup.
Pup was great.
Sounds like it.
Energetic. Just kind of did whatever they wanted.
Yeah, literally just full of energy and would run around and do a bunch of crazy things, and it was adorable.
Logic and sense be damned.
Mm-hmm.
Out of curiosity, is Pup a common name out in the world?
No.
Why? Yeah, I don't think so.
Only Pup I ever met.
Yeah.
No reason.
Sounds like you have a reason.
Well, okay. You said you met that guy in Adgrad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I grew up more or less just outside of the city with a clan of Goliaths.
Oh.
Did you know a captain?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Not a
Well,
captain.
I was passed out and almost died, and so I was in the hospital, kind of. But from what you told me, Pup did fight someone in the woods matching that description. They had like a whole band of warriors with them, and Pup, challenged them to a duel, I believe, from what you guys told me.
Yes. Yep,
I don't
that did
remember
happen.
this. But I was very smitten. So
My recollection is hazy because it's been a physical long amount of time since this happened. But there was a chiefess, I believe, who battled Pup for some. Well, basically, the ramifications were, I think if we were to ever show up again, they were going to murder us. But I think Pup maybe gained a little bit of respect.
Okay. I think I've heard of your Pup before.
Oh.
So it's like this tale told along the clans surrounding Adgarad, because that clan you're talking about is neighboring to mine, right?
Oh.
And when they found me, when the clan that I'm a part of found me, the Cloud clan, they were like, we need to take you in and train you to fight, because these neighboring clans, they had this other little animal person who beat them up, and we're going to train you to be able to do that.
Okay.
And it was like this tale passed down that was supposed to like inspire me, and so every time that I got down, they were like, but remember, that one wolf kid who did it, you can do it too, even though you're just a bunny.
Oh my god. I forgot that, like, we literally time traveled. Like, we were away for like 25 years.
That was like-
Oh, yeah, with the 25
Yeah.
years. Yeah. It's important. That was important.
We probably didn't mention that to you, Skid. We actually like went into like a different dimension and then came back out, and it was 25 years later. So the story you heard was our Pup, and apparently it was an inspiration for you becoming a warrior, I guess.
That doesn't. But then, that's why I'm a little confused, because the age, that doesn't. If they just died, but then I'm on a flying ship with people who've time traveled.
Sorry, it's a lot. Ugh.
It's a lot. We haven't even really told you the whole thing, like the whole story behind why we're going to war at all. But you were in Adgrad when, like, I'm sure, Capital City attacked you guys, I believe. Were you there for that?
So, I'm originally from Capital City, and then when the Ashen Riders locked it down, when the undead came, I had to peace out.
Wow.
I mean, I don't remember much. I was like 2 or 3.
That must have been terrifying, though.
Not great.
Wow.
Not great.
It is a trip to think about all the time we missed.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
Wait! Time travel?
We got sucked into this, like, thing in the middle of the ocean, and then we ended up in this, like, parallel dimension for a few months. And by the time we finally found our way back, like, a lot of years had passed, and...
Yeah. It sort of makes sense. I mean, the guy we just fought that was a tree, like, one of his brothers was another guy who apparently allowed the time traveling to happen.
I'm just gonna take everything at face value. Yep, I understand everything, and everything is yes.
Basically,
this is normal.
Basically, like, the world is a lot more complicated than you ever thought, and we've been slowly figuring that out over a while, but now it's all getting dumped on you at once, and I can see how that's very overwhelming. But if it makes you feel any better, even most of us, if not all of us, don't understand some of it, if not all of it, most, if not all of the time.
Well, like,
It is very confusing.
I got chased out of my hometown by undead. My parents were like, put me on a boat out somewhere else. So, like, I've lived with this my whole life. I thought it was normal. Knowing that there's something you can do about it, that's the part that's weird.
Oh! But maybe, like, a little bit exciting?
Maybe just like a little bit stressful.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Because now I
that's
have
fair.
that burden of responsibility on my head that I didn't have before.
To be fair, we also did not ask for any of this responsibility. It's
No.
all Dresden's fault. Dresden's the reason we're in this.
Right.
That is true.
Dresden sucks. I'm down for this. That is done.
Yeah.
Dresden
Well, I guess to keep
sucks,
it
and I love this hammer so much.
just to
All
keep it
things that
simple
are
for
true.
you, to kind of streamline it, I guess basically, yeah, like we're heading back to your hometown. Actually, also came from Capital City. So our hometown to basically defeat the bad guy and take away all those undead, and then everything will go back to normal, hopefully. So that's a simple way of putting it. But if you want to know more, we can explain more if you want, but it's very confusing.
It might just be better to like explain things as they pop up, so as not to overwhelm you.
Yeah, I'm just going with it. And you see just you pouring just more.
Yeah, no,
That's the
we should all
spirit.
get another round of another round, please. By the way,
This
folks,
is really strong stuff.
it's very strong. And
Well,
very
we've been
spicy.
through a lot, and we need it strong. Ha!
So I was even more confused because I thought that I kind of understood what was happening, but then Habbadash just said that the shattering was actually the joining, and now I'm even more confused.
Are we on our way while all this is happening, or are we just like sitting on the ship that's not going anywhere?
Slug, just sitting.
Slug, pull the levers.
Krog?
And
Wrong lever. Why do we even have that lever?
Alright, let's get this thing going, alright.
And I'll take the helm. Do we leave Eva? What do we do with Eva?
Yeah, that's what I keep trying to ask. Like, can she travel with us? I'm so confused.
And as you guys start to lift up into the sky, Skid, much to maybe your not so strange anymore after the things you've seen, but the ship does itself lift up into the sky, that Okikanuka horn kind of humming with
Skid's
power.
hand.
We told you.
And it lifts up into the sky, and you
What's the thing,
see
right?
Eva behind you, a massive towering statue. And as you guys start to move forward, she slowly takes her steps and starts to follow you guys to the east to Morgana.
So cool.
Now note that even though it looks like she's moving slowly from afar, each one of her steps is a massive distance. So as she moves, and every time she takes a step, the ground itself starts to flourish with greenery and fauna and flowers and such. And every step she leaves,
walking on water? Why did I think we were on over ocean? It's land?
Yeah.
That's why I was so confused. I was like, she's just gonna
Yeah, we're
walk
on
on
land.
water? Sorry.
Like north of the map, right? Yeah, it's a lot of land up there.
and you guys continue east. You heading back to Morgana?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
probably drop off Skid's family there, I would assume, before we head into war.
Okay. As you guys are moving closer and closer,
Get
you see
Ogden
what
back.
looks
Bless you.
like ash
Yeah, I'll be back.
and a dark kind of patch. As you see the trees from the south all almost burned and covered in ash, and you hear the sounds of what sounds like an army of creatures screeching and scratching. And as you get closer in the distance, you see Morgana completely under assault by a giant wave of what looks like dark, undead creatures and beings. And that's where we're gonna go on break. We're gonna go on a quick break, everybody. We're gonna take a quick 15 minutes, and then we're gonna come back and see what happens to the city and the town.
That sounds good.
So
Let
don't go
it
away.
burn.
We're gonna go on a quick break. We'll be right back. Bye.
Yay!
Okay.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hey.
We're back from our break. As you guys see, the Morgana is. Oh, I turned on the wrong music.
I like the chill one.
This music is way too happy for the destruction of a whole city.
There you go.
Have I had time to attune to my shield? That is a very important question I would like to ask.
Yes.
Right.
You guys look down upon Moragana, and you see the protective wards around it flickering as hundreds, if not thousands, of these bodies are smashing up against it, some crawling on top of themselves, almost crawling up the dome, clawing at it and scraping at it. And you see elves all around the outside holding their hands up, eyes closed, chanting something, desperately trying to hold this shield up. And behind them, you see those dark shadow creatures that you had seen in Blue Time, those massive hulking beings with no head, really, their heads sunken into their shoulders, just made of pure muscle, it looks like, and they're just smashing on this shield. And you see the shield itself shattering and tearing apart, and then slowly trying to reconstitute itself, only to be shattered and smashed again as they're breaking through. And as you guys start to stomp forward, as Eva starts to stomp forward, you see her run forward, and she takes her hands and smashes them into the ground, and these vines start to come out from all around and shove back this wave of creatures temporarily.
Eva!
What are you guys doing?
I was going to ask if we should shoot some fireballs or something at them, but it looks like Eva's maybe got it handled.
Yeah.
We can still shoot some fireballs anyway, Trust.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it, Trust. You and I together. Why not? Let's do it, right?
Yeah!
Yeah, all right.
Balls!
Okay.
And Eva appears behind you as you guys are getting ready to shoot fireballs. What are you guys doing?
We'll kind of maybe like go into our performance we usually do together on stage, but like more of like in a combat form, and I'll just kind of like do some kind of magical, cool stuff around Trust as she's doing her thing with her loot and stuff like that, I guess. And I'm gonna launch down some fireballs. Let's do it.
Oh, you doing your weird dance again? Okay. Well, Rezik, I was gonna ask you, please, if you guys could buy me some time, I think I can get a protective ward, but it's gonna take me a while.
All right. What's this like?
Oh
like,
yeah.
How
Firewall?
wide is it? Like hundreds of feet wide of enemies? Are like what's the measurement of the map?
Probably a few hundred feet. I mean, it's almost completely surrounding the outer limits of this. I mean, there are probably 100,000 in this horde that's, as far as the eye can see, kind of marching in. And the thing about these crowds is usually in an army, like there's only one flank of soldiers, but because of the nature of these things, they're crawling on top of each other, so they're almost all just piling into this giant mob that Eva's branches are trying to swat away.
Is there like a mound where the mob is highest?
Yes, absolutely, like kind of right in the middle.
I use my wall of fire spell and like circle this mound of them.
Yeah,
is what I would like to do. All right.
Yeah. So
are you able to add that disintegrates thing to like all your fire spells? The disintegrate thing you have with your Seraphim?
That's a good question. Can I add that to any fire spell, or is it a specific?
You can, absolutely, but it fatigues you every time you use it.
I know. I get an exhaustion. All right. I'm like dancing along with Rezik.
Okay,
but I can dance.
explosions start to go, and this big wall of fire as Trust, you pull out your trusty dusty magical lute-a-lele picks, and you start to strum. What kind of song is Wall of Fire?
Oh, it is like battle warrior song. It's like part heavy metal, part like warrior music. Like
okay.
Nice. You tune the lute-a-lele down to drop D.
Yeah.
You can...
Sure.
Drop
D.
D.
Drop D. Drop D down a half step. That's where it's at. Drop C.
It's not quite as like Irish jig as this, but yeah. A little less flogging Molly.
Sorry, a drop C in my head is just like the low E string is just flopping lightly.
It's a lot of a day to remember. Drop
okay.
C.
Okay, sorry, Trust.
I don't know what any of you are talking about. Yeah, I do that.
It's an alternate tuning for the guitar. You make it way lower, so you can just play lower.
Make it
That's
more.
it.
Way more metal.
Make it more
Make it
metal.
more.
Even more metal. We're talking like nanotubes. Anywho, this big wall of fire shoots up, engulfing a massive portion of this, and you start to see just these bodies incinerating.
I'm able to like make it a circle, so I'm trying to like surround, if possible, the mass that are like crawling on top of each other. That area, I wanted to try.
Well, they're kind of all. I mean,
them.
imagine the whole place, the entire city is under this massive dome, and so the creatures themselves are like stacked on almost like each other's shoulders, using each other's as
on
a
the dome. Okay.
as like a ladder to kind of climb up on top of it.
Okay.
And so as this giant wall of fire erupts, you just start to smell instantly these bodies just being burned to a crisp. And like before with those undead, they don't die, really. There's no way to kill them. And these bodies just seem to burn for a very, very long time. Even their bones seem to just be burning as they keep going. But eventually,
I disintegrate after the fact.
And the wall itself turns into this black flame. And instantly, this whole entire area of beings just evaporate into a mist. And as more and more of these hordes run forward, they instantly start to burn. And
here's some water.
And as they run, it starts to burn a temporary stopgap. But even then, you start to see those giant creatures, and you remember they could jump very, very high and far. They start to grab from the ground a giant armful of these creatures, and then they leap. And they seem to start leaping over the wall slowly, one by one, leaping over this wall as more of those thousands just start running into your disintegration wall of fire. And just dropping these creatures, almost using the creatures as a bludgeon to start trying to smash into this. And Rezik, you see that as Trust is putting up this wall of fire, you see them smashing them. Skid, Kelwise, Rezik, what are you guys doing?
I'm piloting the ship, but if I had a say, I'd probably ask someone to get on our catapult thing and shoot some of that too. Or maybe even like, I don't know. Do something with the catapult. Someone get on the catapult.
I could certainly try.
Just aim it at the direction that they're in
Skid,
fire.
you run over to this giant, what looks like a ballista. It's like this massive, massive arrow set into this huge bowstring that is literally anchored into the front of the ship. And as you start to crank this thing, you hear the tension on this rope and this massive, massive line. It almost thrums with energy as you crank it. You start to flinch a little bit because this thing is going to launch an arrow maybe 3 or 4 times the size of your body.
Do I just let go?
Once it's wound up, yeah. Aim it and let it go.
And it clicks into place, and you kind of aim it, and there's this lever to pull. Roll me a dexterity.
Am I doing this right?
Roll me a d20, add your dex.
Can I run over to Skid and put a hand on Skid, and I'm going to use my new spell of enhance ability and give Skid Cat's Grace for advantage on dex. Oh wait, it's a check, dexterity checks.
Sure, it's a dexterity check.
Okay. And I put a hand on Skid. You can do this! You're part of the team!
All right!
And your hands turn into these almost feline-like paws, but they feel very, very, very dexterous.
What is happening to me?
Sorry, it's a spell!
And then I let it off with a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. This ballista, the chain shooting out of the front of the ship, pierces into one of those giant guys holding, and the boat starts to rip this thing, just dragging it now along the ground through the flemes. But more.
It stays connected to us. Oh my god.
Two or three of them jump back onto the shield. Rezik, what are you doing?
Oh my god. Sorry. So yeah, they fired that off, and it's still like on a rope attached to our ship.
On a chain, yeah.
Oh god. Okay, never mind. I was gonna do a thing, but that would be terrible. I will instead. I'm just gonna I'm gonna try to like do kind of focus strikes. So I look down at like these things that are kind of like crawling all over the shield, and I'm gonna like do magic missile on certain ones in certain areas and try to like kind of like knock them off at like very like, you know, good like well-timed spots if possible.
Okay. So you try and pick off a few. Roll me a perception check. Let's see if you hit where you're hitting with these.
Great. Okay. And yeah. All right. That's what was it again? A perception check?
Yes.
Oh, it's a 14. It's not great, but
yeah, it's enough. You hit a bunch of the zombies, especially the ones on the sides at the very ends of this wall of fire, and you hit a few key ones at the bottom. And as we all know, just tackling the bottom cheerleaders is always the most effective way to crumble a pyramid. As this whole thing just comes toppling down. And as you guys are getting closer and closer, and Kelwise, as you maneuver this ship closer and closer, you start to see this light, almost like ash, start to rain from the sky. As you see Eva's form, her eyes just start to light up with what only can be described as pure energy. It's not a color, it's a feeling, a thrumming in the air. But as she's doing that, you start to see a creature moving closer and closer. Some kind of creature on all fours, maybe 60, 70 feet high, massively muscled. A beast of sorts, but just so massive and on a scale it's hard to even describe. And this thing comes forward, and you see a small creature atop its back. And Rezik, Trust, Kelwise, you would know this star-studded cloak anywhere.
Yep.
As you see the visage of Hoaxus floating just so lightly on the back. And you see him from very, very far away hold his hand out, and his finger points to the beast. Very almost rhinoceros in appearance, as this thing has 4 or 5 massive horns adorning the front of its face. It turns and starts to charge at Eva, thundering down. The trees and the ground itself just give way as this thing comes racing, almost the size of Eva herself. What are you guys doing?
Is part of the beast that we harpooned still attached to the harpoon?
It is definitely. It's kind of just hanging now as the boat flies. Its arms are just like flailing in the wind.
I want to ram the beast that still remains. Use it as like a battering ram, basically, or use it as a wrecking
pendulum.
Ball. Thank you.
Okay, pendulum. Wrecking ball. Okay, so Kelwise, roll me a. So you, I'm sure you call out as you make some very intricate maneuvers on this boat. Roll me a survival check as you try and kind of wind this thing up and then smash into it.
With advantage?
No. Yeah, because you got your sailing up, so yes.
Okay, cool. That is a 25.
A 25. this thing comes flying up, this incredibly heavy creature made of, looks like shadows, but it's way too heavy, of pure muscle, comes flying like a pendulum. All of you guys kind of batten down the hatches as this thing just smashes into this thing's head, and its head kind of turns to the side, and it screams out this roar that itself starts to knock down trees, and it's like its breath almost causes the trees to wilt and die all around it. It's now kind of lost its balance, but it's still kind of trudging forward. Skid, Rezik, Trust, what are you guys doing?
How far is it? Well, we're right above it now.
Yes.
Anyone else?
I'm gonna cast. I mean, yeah, it's kind of hard because it's like a
Is it 30
kaiju
feet?
battle.
We have 30 feet.
Is
Or
it
is
30
that-
feet away?
Yeah.
It is not 30 feet away. The ship is pretty high. That chain is like maybe 100 feet long. I mean, Calwise has definitely knocked this thing off of its trajectory, and it's trying to recover right now. But, you know, there's ways you could get closer.
I don't like that. Rezik, what were you gonna do?
Let's see. I am going to cast Fly on myself, and then I'm gonna go down closer to it, and I guess I'll have to like wait till next turn. But I want to cast Reduce on it to make it smaller, so that it's a little bit smaller than Eva. Hopefully.
Love it.
Okay. Skid.
Out of curiosity, do I have to use an action or a bonus action to use my boots, or are they just
It's a bonus
on?
action, I believe.
So I would like to bonus action. I would like to jump off the ship, fly down with my
Okay.
hammer at full speed to smack it on its head, but then use my fly to like stop myself from like continuing down.
So you're just gonna
Skid.
fall all the way down, smash down, and then use your boots to kind of stabilize yourself before you hit the ground?
Correct.
As I see Skid do that, I'm gonna scream Bardic Inspiration at her and be like, "You're such a badass, Skid!
I'm
Okay.
sick of this violence!
Okay.
Roll
roll
so I know in my
me.
head, just so I know, James, like, so this thing is like super. This is like you said it was like 40 feet
It's
tall or something like that.
humongous. Its head is bigger than your ship.
Okay. I'll just make it small. I'll try to make it small as soon as I can to help out with that. But yeah,
We get small. It's
Okay.
Fuck.
Can I hold my hit until he makes it small? No, because then if I hit it after it's
Sure.
small, it's just gonna get big again, right?
I was gonna
No.
make you big, but I was like, it's so
Not
big. It's
necessarily.
like so big.
I
I don't know if it
mean,
would even help. I'll make Skid. Never fuck it. I'm making Skid big.
No, it's not worth
Okay,
it. It's
Skid.
not worth it.
Let's all-
Skid,
let's just
as
all
you
bust Skid
jump
up.
off the ship, you notice your little cat paws. And as you fall through the air, it's weird because it's hard to tell if you just got massive because everything's proportional, but the ship just looks a little smaller than you remember it. And that hammer, from all of you on the ship, you see this hammer is just massive, and it looks kind of like a meat tenderizer, but it's now like an entire body tenderizer. As you just come flying down at this thing, picking up speed, as we all know from Cullen's lovely math, that the terminal velocity of a human falling is around 155 miles an hour. So as you start to reach terminal velocity, yeah, but you've got like this hammer, all right? I know that technically doesn't affect. It's a wind resistance problem, but
I don't know
we're
if you
not
can
gonna
hit
get into
terminal
that.
velocity because it'd be 3 seconds. You fall at 32 feet per second. It's only 100 feet
Yeah.
away. Anyway, sorry to throw a wrench in that math.
Yeah, no. I mean, but the fur of Skid, like a falcon's feathers, cuts
Are
through
they
that
actually
wind barrier.
falling
Dexterous
less
hands.
fast because of how much larger I am? Less distance,
You'd be falling at the same speed because
Yeah,
but less distance.
less distance.
slightly less distance. I mean, you went from like 6. How tall are you?
Oh gosh, I'm like 3 feet tall, minus not including the ears.
So you're about like 8 feet tall now. So you're like 5 feet closer.
Perfect.
Anyways, as you reach terminal velocity in Aventide math, you come down with your hammer. Roll me an attack. This thing is incredibly well armored. It's got an AC of 20.
Oh.
Great. You gave me inspiration?
Yes.
Okay. What do I roll for that?
D8.
So I had to choose to roll that before or after?
You have to roll at the same time.
Okay.
I'm trying to be.
I rolled a 10 plus 9 per my hit dice plus 8 for my D8, baby.
Nice.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was looking for a 20, but you rolled a 27, so that doesn't hit.
Dang!
Boom! There's this thunderous noise as you tenderize the top of this massive creature's head.
Right. For
Roll
this
me
much
damage and add a d4 to your damage
loved it.
as per the enlarge spell.
Okay, for damage, I rolled a 12. Plus 6
Nice.
is 18. Plus 2 is 20. That's the 20 you were looking for.
There's the 20. Boom! You smash into this thing, and the combined weight of that pendulum, that Kelwise, just took this entire creature. Again, the creature that hooked onto the ship is maybe 20 to 25 feet tall itself, made of pure muscle. So that was enough to knock it sideways and then skid. You just ring this thing's bell as it stumbles and falters its front feet. Yes, as Tangent says, the extra falling damage rings through its body, sending this thing toppling forward, and it just starts to roll and spin, taking out creatures and land and tree and fauna all itself as you see it start to fall, just kind of make it's almost like a natural disaster in its wake, the size of this thing, near an earthquake. As you fly back, you start to see the crystals and ash start to fall from the sky, getting more and more intense. And Eva calls out to you, "It's ready, quick, head back."
Head back?
As you steer the boat and you get closer and closer, this big dome of energy starts to expand out farther and farther and farther, encompassing her and the town and everything. And every undead creature that touches this thing instantly vaporizes into ash. As you see all of these, and then this wave, it moves forward and forward, and it's weird for you guys to see this, but every creature that looks upon this light, undead creature, starts to scream in horror and flee. And as you guys move through this barrier, that creature that's on the hook just kind of, like a wood chipper, just kind of up and out.
Nice.
And you see the elves blinking in disbelief as their bodies fall to the ground exhausted.
Oh.
Just in the nick of time.
Yeah!
Kill us now, huh?
Yeah! Take that!
This time maybe they'll let us land in the city, huh?
Yeah. Hopefully they won't be as rude. Good job,
Yeah,
Eva!
we'll see.
You're so badass!
Good job, Eva! Good job, Skid! You did it too!
Oh, Eva! That was really good.
Go, big Skid!
How long am I gonna be this big for?
For about...
But
And it's over.
And
It's only a
Alright, never been that tall before. Right,
That's
cross
cool.
that
you
one off.
looked really cool.
Really cool.
Thanks.
Good job. You're a natural with those boots.
It's a giant flying super cool bunny.
No
Super
big deal.
bunny.
I was not terrified the whole time. Definitely
Listen,
not.
that's what being brave is. It's being terrified of something and doing it anyways. You're so brave.
Sounds like stupid, but potato, I'm pretty sure.
It's a fine line, stupid and brave.
One
Very
person's
fine.
stupid is another person's bravery.
So are we meant to be going in there real quick, or?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Hopefully they don't hate us still.
Yeah, they
and
were
as you
super
guys
fond
kind
of us last time we were here.
You get closer and
very
closer. The
reception
elves
time.
themselves, you start to hear like a general
Hopefully.
murmur coming from this crowd of elves as they all look upon Eva. Some of them falling to their knees and bowing in reverence.
That's right.
Oh, I think Eva's their god. Oh my gosh.
And as you guys land, you start to see
Oh, my
a
Eva.
very well armored
Oh,
group of
me.
elves and the queen herself emerge from those big doors in the front of Morriganna as she waves to you.
Looks like we got here just in time.
And one of their guards walks over and bows. Please, join the queen in her private chambers.
Oh. VIP
There is
status.
much to discuss.
It's happening.
You're so fancy.
Pinky's up.
You see within the castle walls, despite the elves being the way that they are, you see all of the creatures that were outside. Oh my god. The refugees.
like
the
the
refugees
shantytown.
that were outside, they're all inside, save for some that have some weapons and thrown together armor and such that were out. At some point, the elves did concede and let them in the city, which was a really big deal at the time. And as you guys walk through, you see the city, a ghost town. All of the doors closed, all the windows closed, not a sound. No one walks the streets other than refugees that are kind of in hiding, hovering. The gnomes grouped together in their family units in clumps here and there. And as you guys kind of move through the city, you do notice also the nobles. It seems like most of the nobles in that area of almost pure gold, fences and such, they all seem to be outside. Most of the nobles even heeding the call of battle. But you do notice that none of the Timber Worm or the Worm Riders were there at the battle. And as you guys make your way up into the castle, you enter this huge domed chamber covered in these fairy lights with a massive oak table in the center and a huge, what looks like map on the table where 5 or so elves that look more studious and the queen stand, including her daughter and the archivist's side piece, as we'll call her. I'm just kidding. Sorry. Luvine, captain of the Elven Glade. And as you guys
I bow
enter,
immediately.
the queen, again with those extra 2 faces that kind of slowly emerge and take precedence over her, you see them kind of shifting, but it seems that Zeltana kind of holds control right now as she looks at you guys. I see you've accomplished it. You've taken the source root and you've revived the ancient.
Revived the ancient. I mean, this is. She went.
Yes, we have, Your Majesty. We have done what you requested of us, and we have returned to help in the war efforts.
None too soon. We were
Yes,
almost
it seems so,
overrun.
yes.
as it seems. Well, I know you're tired, and you would love a break, and so would we, but unfortunately, there's not time nor cause for us to let our guard down. I think your Ellazar clone seems to be getting stronger and stronger the longer he's in Capital City. We have sent word. There is a resistant force of ex-commission members and those of Adgarad who were scattered that has been pushing westward. Reports that a very interesting, if not grumpy, man has taken hold. I believe you know him as Dresden.
Yes.
And as he pushes west, I think it would be wise for us to push east. Now, as you can see, and she starts to draw on this map. And if you look at stream, you'll be able to see the map. And let's be honest, I'm not an artist. I'm not an artist.
This is a white square, Jaymes.
We're gonna call this Capital City. The big capital C. There you go. Oh god, that looks so. What the hell is that? It's so hard to draw with the mouse.
It's really not.
There we go. There's Capital City. Here is the pit, that death mine. Capital P for pit. There's a mountain range all behind here, and there was the beachhead and the water here. Wow!
I like this is the map, and he made an actual map
a real
like
map,
a long time ago.
Yeah, I have one. But I can't. I guess I could write on it. You know what?
Yeah, you can definitely write it.
This image pops into your mind, and as the Dresden-led commission forces, they call them the Dresdenauts. The Dresdenauts push from the east westward. The Dresdenauts. Oh, it's off the screen. Dresdenauts. That's how you spell it. I'll take no other suggestions.
Like the actual queens, like the queen made this map for us to look at.
Of course. And as you look at this map, the queen, and as you know, Morriganna's generally in this direction, and there's like the Potsenshire Forest and such, and you come down the beach to Capital City. She explains we should push from the west to try and keep their forces from scattering around. If they get too widespread, I fear it will be an even bigger disaster. If we can keep them contained, I think we may just have a chance of winning. Now, as for you lot, I think the best we're going to get is to form some sort of diversion or backup just to stop this wave of plague emanating from Capital City. Now we have some options. And Levine kind of looks over. Yes, we believe their leader is somewhere in Castle Anaxus, in the mountains high in the back of Capital City. Here, let me draw it for you. Anaxus.
I have to update
right
paint. One
here.
second.
Here we go. And that'll be a circle, or what looks like a circle. Oh, forgive me. My hand is very shaky.
Don't mind her, she's drunk.
So a small force, such as yourselves, could conceivably come from the mountains to the north, although there is a large volcanic area to the north. You'd have to at least travel. There's a secret passage from the north that leads in that we have found the elves built many, many years ago, and a path that we have opened through the realm of the Hollowed King that can get you there. But alternatively, if we did turn our forces into a sort of spear with you in the front, we may just be able to break through their forces and go straight up the city. Or if you have any other ideas, I think our best chances are for you to get in quickly and stop whatever's going on. Now that we have the power of the ancients, I think it'll be easy for us if we can get a foothold and get their power to block the beachhead on the east. We should be able to hold them and assault the city.
Well, I always like a surprise attack because I find it helps. But the question is, the realm of the Hollowed King. We took a trip through there before, and from what I recall, we either needed to keep our eyes closed or we couldn't see for some reason. And there were issues, including large, ferocious beasts that we couldn't see through that entire process. Is there a way that we could get through the realm, but also know where we're going and potentially
Well, I would send you with a
those
guide.
sort of issues? Oh, a guide.
Levine is very traveled in the realm.
Yeah.
And not to mention, with that amulet of unseeing eyes, you would be at a severe advantage in his realm.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm always
Now,
one
what
for a sneak
waits
attack.
on the other side? The elves have not used this gate in centuries. So what awaits you in the mountains behind Capital City, I do not know. But I know it is a back door into the castle itself.
Sounds
Alright.
dangerous.
Well,
Sounds fiery.
Sounds impossible, just like everything else we've accomplished, so we've got this.
When we went through the realm of the Hollowed King initially, we went with the Archivist as our guide. I'm assuming you haven't heard word from him.
We have not. We assumed he would be coming with you, but
Your wyvern things attacked us, and he fought them to get us
He saved
inside.
our lives.
But we don't know what happened to him.
Unfortunately, he wasn't able to save the life of a friend, Pup, who is... I'm sure you saw this. You were able to see Pup wherever they were on Aventide. They're very important. They're a key part of this entire mission.
I'm sorry
Is
for
there
your
any way you
friend's
can
loss.
bring...
Some would have thought that they had armor thick as plot, but apparently not.
Is there any way
I'm sorry.
that you might be able to help recover our friend? It would be a great boon to what we're trying to do here.
Unfortunately, I don't have the power over life and death. Had I that, maybe things could be different now. But there is a possibility that whatever you find in Capital City may help. There may be a way.
Let us pray that
Ellazar
that is the
himself
case.
and your friend, they both come from outside our sphere. Ellazar, as you know, the original, Seraphim to make landing here on Aventide. May have a way, but your friend is a mix, conjoining of two worlds. The source from our world and the Seraphim, creatures from another that were combined and smashed together here. So your best bet would probably be in Capital City.
Let us
That's where we're going, right? So, all the birds, all the stones.
But we do need to decide what the best course of action is.
I personally agree with Kelwise. I feel like the best course of action is for us to surprise attack. I think that what our goal, what it seems like our goal is, at least from what you're telling me, is that we need to go inside and defeat and collect Daye, and hopefully this will halt any more of the undead from being able to spawn and attack anyone.
Well, it seems to be our only choice at this point. There are other options that have been floated around, such as if you were to try and get into the castle from the air. I know, much to our shame, the Tamberworms have deserted the elven kind and now serve those in Capital City. But should you be able to divert them, you may be able to even bypass the mountains and their armies and descend upon the castle from the air. Now, it will not be a surprise if you do, but it might be a more direct route.
Direct has worked for us before, but I don't know. Surprise attacks are always
Yeah, and
more beneficial.
with all our skills combined, I feel like we're very suited to surprises, like invisibility, and Kelwise, you can make us all sneakier than we are naturally.
Yeah.
And Cornelia and I can do invisibility stuff, and I mean, Skid has flying boots, so
Play there.
that's cool.
And there's a voice that kind of startles you from back behind.
Oh, yeah. Alright, here's what we do, right? You get some shovels, we dig deep into the dirt, and we make a little burrow hole, and we burrow our way.
Who
Yeah,
let
what you
him
think?
off? Who let him off the ship? You stay on the ship.
Oh, she called us over. Someone else called me over. I'm not going to sit on the ship. Yeah, I'm not. Look at them. Look at them elves, huh? 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 Trust? Look at them elves.
And the elves kind of look at him.
Wish I knew this silent spell.
We apologize, Your Majesty. He is...
Yeah,
From
Trust
our
don't
ship.
know what she's saying. Apologize for her, too.
invited to this.
Alright, you
Can I
guys
make
got some
my-
wine in here.
Can I make my
some
mage
elven
hand?
wine.
Oh, I cast command and I say, quiet!
Let's see what he rolls.
Oh, you guys got any elven?
Sorry.
Thank you
he's
so
not
much.
supposed to leave the ship, and
Sorry about that.
obviously it's not a surprise why he's not supposed to leave the ship.
Yeah, and it's a terrible plan too. Which is the most important part.
And he starts mimicking.
Yeah. What if it's both? What if we sneak in the back, but we pretend like it's a full frontal assault from the air? Is there any way to fake that? Maybe to distract them? Maybe it'll draw some of their troops or whomever away, get them distracted, get them thinking about something else while we sneak in the back door?
Well, this guy can make some pretty cool illusions.
That's true. I could make some illusions. I'd probably want to be with all of you.
Might be too far. I was wondering if maybe Your Majesty and your people under your control could handle that for us, perhaps. I don't know what means of flying or conveyances through the air you have. We obviously won't need the ship much if we're traveling through a volcano, presumably.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is kind of the final countdown here, so maybe you can just borrow a ship, and some of you all can use it.
Yeah, and maybe, best case scenario, you load it up with something explosive and just fly it right into the castle.
Oh, I think Slug is saying he's down to...
I high-five him.
He would like to be to man the ship, I believe he's trying to say. So if you're down to have someone like him manning the ship and some of your people can join him, maybe that could be part of the plan.
Into certain death. Just
kamikaze. Okay. He's ready for that. Yeah, he's very excited about that.
Wow. This is a shocking revelation, actually. Or maybe it's not shocking.
I'm not shocked, honestly. Yeah.
Well, he does look very assured of himself. So.
Okay, so yeah, we'll have Slug. Yeah, we'll have Slug in the ship. He'll do an explosion of some sort, maybe. And then we'll sneak in the back door.
I like it.
How do we make sure that we're doing these things at the same time?
Well,
please.
We will assault the front with a majority of our forces, and the Ancient, of course, and send our best warriors aboard your ship as a distraction. And as the assault happens, we will just have to trust that you will move at your swiftest convenience.
And I might actually have a way of communicating. I need to tinker with some stuff, but maybe I'll be able to speak with someone before the battle commences to let us know when to start. So
yeah, I'm sure someone somewhere in this city has the means of talking over long distances, right? There's a way to do it.
Yes, we have such abilities, but they are generally reserved for the elves.
Maybe it's time to
might now be able to do it as well.
Let a little bit of that go. Yeah, might be time, guys.
We'll see.
It sounds like Rezik's got a plan.
What's your plan, Rezik?
Well, it's just more of I'm tinkering with a spell that will allow me to be able to speak from long distances as well. So it will be helpful.
Smart guy, Rezik.
Well,
I guess the only thing that I'm not sure about, I know that the main thing is that in the pit, right, is where your sister resides in a coma-like state, and that's where the source heart is. Are you planning to try to infiltrate the pit during all of this, or is that meant to happen after we take out Daye?
And the elves kind of look at each other. I will personally be leading an assault into the pit while
wonderful
our forces push eastward.
Watch out for Jeffrey.
I will do all I can, and we can keep each other informed. And she gives you a ring.
Oh.
It works not but once a day. Use it wisely.
Wonderful.
That one go both ways.
You can send a message, and one may respond, but your message must be brief. This magic travels over long distances. Long messages can get garbled. Now, you should all get some rest. We have a big day ahead of us. And as you guys are standing around, preparing, mentally taking in all that has conspired here, the faces of Ellazar, those Dresden clones popping out and in on the Queen's face. Trust.
Yes.
You notice a full moon
Yes.
starts to rise.
It was literally, you read my mind. I was like, I'm going
Pops
to
into your head.
ask about the moon ring and when I can talk next.
Trust.
Where?
Ah,
Oh,
it's so
The
good
ring,
to hear your
the
voice.
you can talk. You can talk to. It's a.
I was just
It's.
thinking
all things.
about how we needed to talk to you. Is everything okay? How is everything going?
Well, I fear things are in dire straits right now.
Right.
I don't have much time to talk, but I have something very important I need to say to you.
Okay.
And that's where we'll pick up next week.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. That's the end of the Hex of Ellazar.
Hey!
Yay! Now we're on the last chapter of our long, overly complicated story. That makes total sense to me.
We're in the final arc. Yes.
The final arc. Oh, hello, Raiders. I'm sorry, we're ending. We're gonna go raid somebody. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. Please take care of yourself. Take care of each other. We'll see you next week for more of our Aventide campaign. Hopefully, Cornelia will join us, and we'll get this big, giant final assault going. I suppose.
Yeah. 3 months
All right.
battle. Let's go.
3 months battle. All right. Good night, everybody. And I'm excited for the party not to be able to long rest. All right. Have a good night.
What?